Pisces. Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, thank you so very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Love Tarot reading here at the Tarot Closet with me, Christine. Hi. We are going to get into reading, but before we do, I would like to take this time to invite you to like today's reading and consider subscribing to the Tarot Closet if you have not. This really helps so much more than you know to continue growing the channel so that I can bring you more readings. So thank you very much for that. I will link all the decks that come in the description. Also down there you will find a lot of other links, one of which is thetarotcloset.com. I do offer private readings virtually from time to time. I open them up. At the moment, the bookings are full and closed, but if you're interested, I will be opening them up. I'm tongue-tied. What's going on with your reading? I will be opening them up again, just for limited times, and I'll announce it. And if you want to know in real time when that happens, there is a way to sign up for the wait list on the website under Book a Reading. So feel free if you are inspired to do so. Also down below are linked all the playlists. So readings, of course, all zodiac signs, messages from your person, messages from spirit guides. If you are on a twin flame journey, maybe you're just curious, they're also down there. Very long, very in-depth readings. All my readings are timeless. And what does that mean? It means they are coming to you, when you are meant to see them. So whether you're here in real time, or maybe you're arriving weeks or months, even years later, hello and welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending upon where you are in the world and what time of day it is. This is a general reading. Please remember to take what is for you and let the rest go. Also, please remember that everyone has free will. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will, and they do change. Interesting. I wasn't quite ready, but look, you have some cards that are already wanting to be yours. Okay, guys, look at that already. Pisces, Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. It's major arcana. Okay, it's also Jupiter energy. The Five of Pentacles in the upright. This is Taurus energy. Mercury in Taurus, to be specific. Is somebody possibly in a, look at this, you guys, dark, Night of the Soul. Could they be coming out? Okay, so this is how your reading is coming through today. Interesting. Okay, I got to show you what's at the bottom of the deck. It's the Four of Wands. This is Aries energy. It's Venus in Aries energy. This can mean soulmate energy in terms of this person here moving forward toward you. And what's interesting is this is where your person's energy is the strongest, Pisces. It's the Four of Cups in reverse. And this is somebody who has been, look, it's here in the Nine of Swords too. This is where their energy is the strongest. This is Gemini energy, by the way, and it's Mars energy, which is the current energy. It's the energy around this person. It's the planet of action. It's like how you do something. The planet of aggression, drive, passion, desire. Somebody's racking their brain here in this Nine of Swords. It's that Mars energy just before the 10 as well. And I really just trying to find a way to come to you, a different way to come to you. Mentally a little bit stuck here, not sleeping so well. Look, the Four of Cups in reverse. So they're trying to find a way in because this may not have worked. Look, it can be that somebody had sent a message back and forth, or there was already some reconciliation, maybe some in and out energy, keeping an eye on you. Somebody's closing that, putting that cup look on top of the rose, which is sort of like, it's this apathetic feeling of, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not interested right now. I'm hurt. I'm whatever, because this is a darker shadow. So it's somebody who's dealing with something. It's also a little bit of what energy was going on as I feel this person was leaving the connection, coming back in here now looking for a new way in, not sleeping. These are the swords. They're transactional. They're about clarity in relationships. This person, look, their brain. I want to see what's in there. What is in the brain? Are these? Yeah, look, you guys, there's like kind of spooky eyes, sort of. They're haunted by this. So this is somebody trying to find a way back. Can it be an apology? What is going on? And it's been really, this is a lot, you guys. It's the Five of Pentacles in the partnership placement. This is Mercury in Taurus energy. So it's more of the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. And I want to tell you something. Somebody here, look at the dark hand. It's sort of like connecting, I feel, where this person was when they left the connection, coming out, probably just about ready to reverse this Nine of Swords and come out of this, which is really, okay, I can't anymore. Because you see that it's coming. It's not going to be in the Nine of Upright forever, okay? And this is coming out of that in the Five of Pentacles. So this person, I do feel, has been worried and may even be worried that they're not going to get you back. Has somebody already come back in, Pisces? And remember, you know, if something, a message is coming through or you feel like it's your energy, then that's how it is, you know? But 5 is also, and this is in reverse, by the way, 5 is also connecting me to the throat chakra, which is speaking the truth. Yeah, and look, they're struggling to find a way to come to you. Here, we can see it in the Four of Cups in reverse: mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. Those are the four areas of support and stability, the foundations. And we can see right here that lacking in that was some emotional giving here, and emotional unavailability is when it was here, I feel. And that just wasn't working for you, obviously. And here we can see the mental, you know, the mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically that they're struggling with. So I don't feel like this is a really balanced, quite literally, connection yet, if that's something that you're wanting. But I do see somebody here trying to find a new way to possibly have a conversation here. I mean, this is the sword energy, and there is the Mercury energy here, okay? You look at this and you say, well, what the heck? It can be that you are maybe going to be, there's something that you're going to be seeing this person at. And this is a lot of the energy that I'm feeling, because look, it's catty corner with the Three of Wands. This is more Aries energy. It's the Sun in Aries energy. And the Sun is the conscious. This is, of course, connected to the source, your God, your goddess, the universe, the divine. But the crown chakra, and that's knowing. Okay, so this person knows, here's what I want to say, and they're struggling about how to come forward. It's the Three of Wands, and this is sort of thinking outside of things, you know, seeing another view is, yeah, really the way to put it. And look, we see the ships here. There's 2 here and there's 1 here. Is there or was there someone else involved? It won't be for everyone. It could be. We also see that here in this divinity triangle here, guys. And even with the 3 birds, a lot of, this is a divine number. It's also divine timing. It's also somebody, it's growth, and it's really what comes through. It's the expansion. It's somebody seeing something from another way, or trying to see something in another way. And that is exactly look what is happening here in the Four of Cups in reverse. Is this person here is trying to find a different direction, another way to come. And I feel like that's in the way of communication. It can be physical travel too. So it can be to this event, or maybe they're trying to come to you or orchestrate some type of connection so that they can say these things here. It's rising above the emotional energy, you know, floating here on the wands, which are not only the energy of love, the idea of love, it's the passion, and that does bring in the Mars energy that is here today as well. And yeah, this is the Nine of Swords energy. It's Gemini and Mars. And Gemini is the chatty Cathy of the zodiacs. You know, they have an arsenal of words, well read. can argue you into the ground. I don't know who makes a better lawyer, Gemini or Aquarius or Libra, really the air signs, I have to say, guys. The Justice, I mean, I could go on for days, but the Gemini and the Mars energy is just finding a way to talk to you, I feel. And also the Mercury energy here, so it can be in a message, but we can see that the talk to can be going on at an actual event, whether it's a homecoming type of environment, so somebody's returning home, okay, or to maybe like where you live or even your home. That's not going to be for everyone, but it is here, at some type of celebration with friends and families involved, because this can be reunion energy. So it can be that there's something coming up. Again, it can also be that this is something you're orchestrating, whether it's, and it can't even be virtual. That's here, but this is really more about in 3D, I want to say. And it's the 4 again, mentally, emotional, spiritual, and physical. And we can see that they're struggling with that, what to say here and how to come. And maybe it can even be that this is also including the actual, as I said, the actual physical travel, but the expansive nature here in the 3 of Wands is, well, yeah, this is the travel, but it's also looking beyond, and look what is right here. It's the sun. It's the knowing. It's the crown chakra. It's this person knows, but they're having trouble. And you also see that here. Look, it's partially why we see the struggle, because the King of Swords. The King of Swords, I just want to show you this card. This is Gemini and Mercury energy. So this is more of the communication and conversation and knowing what to say. And it's the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. It's, this is really tied also to writing or reading a message, okay? So it can even be maybe you've received one and just really thinking it out and knowing what they're going to say, being strategic about it, and, having intent when they come. And it's in reverse. So this is the king doesn't have all the resource. The king is a little bit not clear. They're the clarity. They don't have the clarity. They're just a little overwhelmed. And we can see that with the 9 of Swords, that somebody's not really sleeping really great. There's anxiety over what to say, literally racking their brain. And I was just looking, it almost looks like worms, doesn't it? And these little kind of spooky, look, the little eyes there, kind of like, boo. It's like haunting this person. And what are these? Are these like centipedes? You guys, do you see that? They can just, is it kind of like they're eating almost, it's kind of gruesome, isn't it? The more I look at this, it's almost like they're in there, it's causing this person stress, and they want to get them out of they want to get this out of their mind, but they're really having trouble. This is in reverse. So this is somebody who has something to say, who wants to talk or write something. They're just kind of coming out, I feel like, of this darkness here. This is sometimes for me like a dark night of the soul. And again, we see it here. You see the dark energy here, and you also see it here in their energy. When they were maybe coming out of the blue, or they were thinking about it, or just kind of keeping an eye on you. And you're both here because I'm seeing you here in one hand doing this, I'm just really upset about it, but also just trying to be, you're an apathy too. Just, okay, I'm covering this. It's not working. It's not growing. And there's something they're sensing, or maybe that just wasn't getting the response they thought, or they chickened out and the time passed, and it's in reverse, and they're thinking, how can I come through? And this is coming out of this energy of the 5 of Pentacles, okay? So it's still worrying about it, but it's coming out of kind of isolation, like ending the no separation. And it can very well be that there's no choice that you see each other, or it's planned, or this person's physically trying to come, but we see in their mind also on this journey of love. And yeah, so it's clear to me that this person here is soulmate energy. I want to be clear when I talk about soul connections and soulmate energy that it doesn't mean bad behavior is excused. Doesn't mean that it's even a life partner, okay? This is what's coming through in the reading. So, yeah, I just need to say that. And we'll talk a little bit more about it later, but yeah, you know, everybody's deserving of that balanced, respectful, loyal foundation, and somebody who is, you're both showing up mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually together, you know, mind, body, heart, soul, and all the elements of the 4 areas of support in order to build a foundation. You can't just have one person giving all the emotions and somebody else, you know, physically doing all the, it's a balance, you know. Sometimes somebody is giving a little bit more. Somebody's physically not feeling well. If you think of building an actual foundation, maybe somebody can carry something that you can't, you know, or is emotionally struggling. So we love people and we pick up that slack and we're there for them. That's, of course, part of it. But you have to even be willing to show up for that. And so whatever happened in this connection, this person wants to make some kind of contact in regards to that, whether that is, let's see, is this an apology? What's going on? And I think it is, because look what's here. It's the Ace of Cups in reverse. This is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy. I mean, look at the cup is, you know, overflowing. So what possibilities or what was interrupted that was coming here? You know, for some of you, it can't even be something big that was going to be a wedding or plans, or that was simply the future. Whatever, guys, however that resonates for you. And it's not whatever, but you know what I mean. It's in reverse here. So this is saying just what we know, that this person, it's a letdown, let you down. You know, look, they're pondering that here. Looking off, knowing at the crown chakra, at the sun, kind of way more logical. They're not in the emotions here, and they're listening to spirit. This is 3. This is the divine. These are messengers. And you're also both here and on this person's mind, okay? Looking over here and realizing that it was really disappointed. It's depressed everybody. It disappointed you. It depressed you. You could be coming out of this dark night of the soul, or simply just some depression around it, you know, just worrying about it and being separated from this person and what it did, okay? It's really clear here. So what I want to show you too. So yeah, this is really kind of for both of you, just being there, knowing that they let you down, and maybe you both let each other down in some ways. You know, it takes 2 to tango. And sometimes some people say, yeah, but that was my response. I'm not here to mediate. That's Temperance's job. But Temperance is here to restore balance and harmony. And it's really clear that that's what's happening here. Whether it is a reconnect and a coming together, or simply just to restore balance. Because look what we see again, you know. This is the major arcana. It's Temperance, it's Jupiter, and that's more of the expansive nature of Temperance. This is Jupiter, and that is Jupiter, the planet of expansion, having hope, gaining the wisdom, growing, and influencing whoever Temperance is coming here to grace, okay, with their presence, to help. And that is also what is going on here. This is expansive in the 4 of Cups. It's finding a new way in, a new direction. And that's exactly what's going on in the 3 of Wands, because we see this is needed. And the 9 of Swords in upright, and the King of Swords in reverse. And again, it can be that this is just about the past energy or what somebody dreams about. For me, it's more maybe running into them. Maybe you already have, or maybe even orchestrating it. Not going to be for everyone. But Temperance is here literally just, I feel like, to bring peace and, you know, restore balance, restore harmony, and just to kind of be a moderator, quite literally, guys. You know, there's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And look what this Temperance has. You can see her doing her work, you know, just balancing out the emotional energy that's coming through. And it's strong with the Ace of Cups in reverse of disappointment and yeah, depression and being let down. And that's influencing this person. So it can't even just be, you know, I'm sorry, you know, I should have told you this, or whatever that's going to be for you. And if this is where it comes through today, then This is also where it comes through, you guys. You know, that's not always going to be that you see this person or that you get this message that I feel also, because that is really strong with the Mercury energy. It can be this is it. This is the apology. But in any case, the energy is very clearly here that this person knows that and is just having trouble offering it, you know. And behind Temperance is the Lighthouse, which is the safe, you know, coming from the dark. The Lighthouse is, you know, it's, well, yeah, it's coming out of the darkness into the light, which is also the crown chakra. It's seeing things and thinking about them, seeing them, understanding them, and finding solutions, you know, what you know. And that's what's literally what's happening. So if you've been in this dark place, it is coming out, whether you hear from them now or this was what your message was today. Temperance is here for you, for both of you, okay? And whether that's the connection in the sense that you get some peace today after your reading, or you get a message or you see this person, Temperance is here to say, look, I'm here to show you the light. It's right here. And it's quite literally in the divine. And obviously, you know, you see this little isolated island. It's coming out of that, okay? And it can mean coming out of no contact and or in separation. But this Five of Pentacles for me is here. You know, you can even see it with the greenery. It's kind of like they're coming from here and going over to the Lighthouse. You know, Temperance is like, okay, you know, you guys go over there. There's the sun also, again, saying, or is this the moon? Either way, the sun and the moon, they coexist. They can't be without the other, you know. The sun is the conscious shining on the subconscious, the moon, and lighting everything up to be seen, you know. And that is the direction. I'm really surprised that we don't see the moon in reverse, to be honest with you, because this person sees it. There's just maybe some physical trouble moving, but we can also see really strongly that it's mentally, okay? Because, well, and this is, I guess, as close as we're going to get to the moon in reverse here. I mean, it's the Ace of Swords. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and it's the mental clarity that we're talking about. And it's also kind of finding new ways to bring that, which I feel is the truth. What is the truth for you? Because we see that in the Four of Cups in reverse. They're trying to find another way. And we see it with the Three of Wands in the upright. And it can be that it is, should it be a message or in person, that it might be just what you see here, kind of out of the blue. And 3 is also communication. So it's just clear, okay, that they're wanting to communicate here. And whether this is in the 3D or it's coming by way of, you know, technology, whatever. But that's the clarity, guys. It's the transactional sword just popping out here, kind of out of the blue. Look, going way above the clouds, the indecision, the bad judgment, the triggering and the mirroring that might have gone on in this connection. And again, it's transactional. And for me, this is really the clarity here. This is the clarity that they have, but they're having trouble bringing in the King of Swords. That's the sword for me. And this is, as you can see, you take one of these swords and you put it here and you go, what? The Ten of Swords. Why are you bringing that in? Because it's coming in. Because you're going to naturally get to the Ten of Swords, this person in this case. For some of you, it might be you too. And then you can't put in anymore at that point. That's like, okay, that's it. I'm done with this. I'm getting up and I'm getting out of here. So that's what I want to say to you. This will be uprighted and it will go over here and get this person out. And it could be out of the blue, okay? Maybe not. And maybe this is you. But either way, it's finding new ways to get some clarity. So this can also be you. Of course, and Temperance is here restoring that balance, saying, okay, you know, I'm here to help. I want to restore some balance, some harmony, and help, you know, patience as well. So if this is someone you've been waiting on and it's agreed upon, or you're just waiting on it, just also bringing patience in here. Some self-control, and I really feel like Temperance is here doing the moderating, but also moderating the emotions, you know, helping to temper emotions. It's Temperance, you know, temper the emotions, temper any disagreements that might come up should you, they still be there, or you've already had them, or they're coming up, because if there is a meeting coming up in a conversation, you know, it's just a reminder to, you know, temper everything here. And yeah, conflict resolution is what I just heard. Interesting. So for some of you, that might be, that's just all it is, you know. But either way, it's for you here, and I actually really love it. Just keep in mind that the Ace of Swords can sometimes bring in, again, a little bit of new conflicting energy. And it can even be simply because you see this person and that in itself is conflicting, you know, or they're, yeah, the conversation has begun. Maybe it even already has. Excuse me. I just want to straighten these up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to get your overall energies. And yeah, lately I'm just always really late, but it doesn't really matter. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Can we have the overall energy for Pisces, please? And Pisces person here today. Keep in mind that they can be vice versa. It can be that they both belong to one energy. Sometimes they belong to both of you, you know, because, yeah, that's just how it is. Oh, look. Wow. Okay, wow, this is just very goosebumpy because it's a pretty clear message for me. For some of you, it's the Four of Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, it's staying in reverse. It's the Four of Wands. And now it's coming in reverse here. So this is maybe even somebody who left home and moved out, an argument. And it's Justice in reverse. This is Libra energy. And it's, of course, it's an 11. That's a master number. It's about new beginnings. And it's also including the two of you. And it's the Justice card, who wants to restore peace, who wants to come and preside over this connection with temperance, you know, and keep the emotions under control and hear everybody's side of the story, restore balance, get the truth out. And it's coming in reverse here. So this person is still maybe having trouble, but we see it though. So this is really just a validation for me, guys. And it's staying this way today because it is, again, the 4 areas of support and stability. And so this also, I wasn't sure, but it's clarified for me that it can still be that you run into each other, but it might even be that you don't even want to talk to them, or you're not hearing it until the Justice is an upright and is able to preside over the court of Pisces and bring this, what is this truth? Again, sometimes when that comes into my readings, it's like, well, what is the truth? Did they lie? Are they hiding how they feel? Was there another person? Maybe all of the above. And you know what I mean? It can be. We see the 3 of Wands. It's very passionate energy, third party, you know, but it's not always going to be another person. It can be another person, family of origin, religious, cultural differences, distance, somebody in their own way, you know. Here, I mean, we see that. So emotionally, I feel like this person was not giving, was emotionally unavailable in some ways, okay? Kind of racking their brain here now, trying to come, having an issue, but it's almost like, yeah, that if you have this conversation, just be really careful. Hi guys, sorry about that. There goes the camera, as usual. As usual, I don't watch. Go ahead and shapeshift into temperance energy if you are having this conversation, and, you know, because this can sometimes also mean that there is a possible kind of discord, you know, like an argument or something coming. But this can also be the past energy of that, you know, because we can see that they're struggling, trying to come. And again, if this is also where you maybe saw them or see them, maybe this already happened, you know, and it can also be that it does. But again, it's just not for everyone, because this is also the message here today, guys. This person wants to be able to tell you that, something you've been wanting to hear. They want to say it to you too, really, here. It's really strong because they know, what is that? What do they know? What they lied about, what they did, what they were withholding, what part they played and things. It's not resolved. There's something needs to get resolved, whether you make plans to come back together or not. There's some resolution that needs to be had here. Okay, guys, I'm just going to move this energy a little bit. We're going to bring in some Oracle. And yeah. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the card or cards as it may be. Aho. Oh. Okay, yeah. Look, it's extremes and it's passionate, hot moon. You guys, it's in reverse. So yeah, this is this past energy here. Look on what went on in this connection, okay? It can also be extreme emotions. Yeah, there's Pisces because you're you're a water sign, you know, and we see all of the emotions here. Disappointment, being let down, depressed, really maybe even put you in a position. Passionate energy, but you're one of the more sensitive, even of the water signs. It's hard to say, right? Because Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I mean, it's there. There's a lot of emotion. And yeah, this is connecting with temperance, of just trusting yourself in those extremes here. It may have even been that that's the past energy, but it really is for me, it's almost like temperance in reverse or temperance, excuse me. This card in reverse, and it's a 7, you know, so it's this connection. And it really is also controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. And what you can control are emotions, you know, or it's simply a reminder here. Should this be a conversation that gets you going, you know? Interesting, you guys. Okay, let's see what else Spirit has in store for you. Then we're going to bring in, I think, some messages from their higher self. Yeah, it's resistance. It's here in their energy. Look. Quite literally holding all of the growth. Look, the birds are like flying off. The butterflies lingering around and saying, are we transforming this? Are we just going to have this conversation? It's the resistance here. My gosh, you guys, because it's all this growth and abundance, you know, and all the leaves are flying off, which is change. Look, there's a little ladybug crawling up the arm here, saying, I'm here for good luck. And I'm not even sure if I can see that. Is that a snail? What is that? Do you see that? Because they're kind of slow, but they're persistent. Yeah, so eventually they're going to have to, you know, open it up and let it out. And again, there's that 7, controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. Everyone has free will. So it really is for you too, patience, if you're waiting for a conversation or waiting to hear from someone that's been planned, because we can't control another person and when they're going to release this. Eventually they'll get tired, or the trees will be so abundant that they'll just grow and they're going to have to let it go and have this conversation. Because it can also be that this was this past energy of maybe what that interrupted the 4 of Wands, you know, whether it was a marriage or marriage plans, because this is the Ace of Cups in reverse. This could be about marriage plans or an actual marriage or proposal or whatever. And we see it also here in what you're holding on to in the 4 of Wands. So whether that was marriage or moving in or promises, something here, obviously, you know, it was like keeping it from growth. And it's almost like, I don't want to see you until, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is a lot of past energy and it's still some current energy. So that needs to be, they need to just, yeah, it's controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't. This person could, but you here can't control them, you know, when they're ready to do that. Okay, you guys, I want to bring in some messages from their higher self. Let's see what I want to bring in today. What do you want to say to your Pisces? You can. Messages from their higher self, guys. So remember, this may or may not come in 3D. These are definitely no promises for that. What do you want to say to your Pisces? And if you ever feel that you're sending them, then that's how it is. Look, please forgive me. So that's the apology. I was stupid to let you go. Oh, gosh, you guys. Yeah, that goes over here. Look at this. Yeah, wow. So this is an apology. Yeah, this is how it's coming in. This is how it's coming in. You know, I still want you. Who is that? I dream about our life together. It's all I want. So who's sending that? Because it's kind of like, yeah, this person is really racking their brain trying to come and say something, or is this a message that you've been thinking about? And you know, it could be, guys, I just have to tell you, it's not always going to be that every message is yours. There's a lot of messages that come through that sometimes are just not yours. Thinking about you keeps me going. Okay, look how these just 3 pushed off. Okay, you guys. I'm going to take these, and that's going to be it, unless something comes through. I might bring a little bit of song messages, because we're doing pretty good on time. You are my mind 24/7. I'm getting it together so you can be mine. Interesting. I'm always rereading our messages. This is for sure. Yeah, and it might even be both of you, but the energy of the Mercury energy is pretty strong. And yeah, it can't even be that message, that there was a message that came through already, and that's you looking at it, you guys. Okay, song messages. It can be your song comes down that's relevant to the 2 of you, but also just you, Pisces. It can be songs that you don't like, that you've never heard of. It's the sentiment behind it. For example, if it's a song about forgiveness, you know, it can be names, locations, or something here is triggering something, or that resonates for you. And if you ever feel like you're sending the song, then that's you sending the song. Well, here we are again. I guess it must be fate. We've tried it on our own, but deep inside we've known we'd be back to set things straight. Cher and Peter Cetera, written by Tom Shaw and Dean Pitchford, after all. I was born to love you with every single beat of my heart. Yes, I was born to take care of you, Queen. I was born to love you. That's it, you guys. Okay, wow, that was, your reading was just really, are you sure that, King of Swords, that you're just not playing games here, that you're in the upright? Because this was really clear for me the way it came today. The moment you know, where are we now? David Bowie. You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know. I don't know. You stick around now. It may show. I don't know. I don't know. The Beatles, something written by George Harrison. You've got to love me for what I am, for simply being me. Don't love me for what you intend or hope that I will be. Love me for what I am. Carpenters, written by John Bettis. This is the last one. Words of love you. Whisper soft and true, darling, I love you. Words of love, the Beatles. Pisces. Wow. It's reading clarity for me. It just, yeah, thank you for being here. I really, really happy, honored to channel for you. I appreciate you taking time out of your life to join me today. If you enjoyed today's reading, please like the reading and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you have not. It really, really helps to keep the channel moving. So I thank you very much for that. And if you want to share it, of course, and make sure you have your notifications on so you know when your readings are coming. They're not always going to be for you. You know, it's just how it is. They're around every 5 to 8 days, kind of averaging around weekly. My readings are not dated because there are no dates. It's really when you find the reading. It can be real time. It can be far away from now. So they're coming to you probably in real time weekly, but whenever you find yourself here is when you're meant to receive messages. Having those notifications on will help you see when things are coming up. There might be other readings you're interested in. And I will be going live quite regularly. I'm just trying to sort out the live issues because the technical issues were really crazy with my first live. So once I get that sorted, it's just kind of on my list, but it's not super urgent right now. So once I can work that out, I will be going live a lot and you'll always be notified. If you have all your notifications on, you know, you'll be notified in real time. Okay, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you love, light, all things good in everything you do. Have a really beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you at another reading. Bye, Pisces.